Alex walks into the bedroom and sees it again. A damp towel, casually draped over the chair by their partner, Jamie. It's the third time this week, and that familiar, tight knot of irritation forms in Alex's stomach. It is a simple request to make. Please hang up your laundry. Yet, Alex hesitates. They refuse to cross. This mental rule, built on worry, dictates that voicing even a small concern will inevitably lead to a disruptive fight. To prevent that expected flash of anger, Alex chooses silence. They take on the job of managing Jamie's potential emotions. But choosing not to speak doesn't create real harmony. It only maintains a fragile surface that looks like peace. Alex picks up the towel and carries it to the bathroom without a word. This isn't an act of genuine acceptance. It's an attempt to control the mood of the room. This diagram shows the shift in Alex's priorities. While they manage to keep the situation outside looking calm, the pressure causes their own internal sense of truth to collapse inward. They have stopped being honest with themselves about what they actually need. Alex decides that Jamie's comfort is more important than their own requirement for a respectful home. By hiding their frustration, they are trading away their own well-being to avoid a moment of friction. People often convince themselves that absorbing these small injustices is helping the relationship. In reality, swallowing the truth day after day steadily erodes the foundation they are trying to protect. The cycle repeats. The towel appears, and Alex silently cleans it up, week after week, month after month. Through this repetition, Alex adopts the role of the easygoing partner. They project a persona that is endlessly patient and low maintenance, a mask designed to ensure the night stays quiet. But behind that painted-on smile, Alex is building a library of unspoken resentment and needs that are never addressed. By withholding their honest reactions, Alex deprives Jamie of the chance to actually know them. The relationship is starved of the feedback necessary for two people to grow together. Avoiding a 5-minute talk about household habits creates a false economy. The peace purchased today is paid for with an emotional debt that will eventually become too large to settle. Eventually, the frustration leaks out in other ways. Alex begins to withdraw, or they might offer a cold response or a heavy sigh without explaining why. These passive-aggressive signals slowly replace clear, honest communication. The home stops feeling like a sanctuary. Instead, it becomes a space saturated with lingering, unsaid annoyances that never get resolved. This timeline tracks how a problem evolves when it's ignored. By skipping that first point on the left where the issue was small, the friction branches out and tangles into something much harder to untie later. Alex misses the one moment where fixing the habit would have been simple. Because they never argue about the small things, Alex and Jamie never learn how to disagree. They fail to develop the skills needed to negotiate or compromise. Skipping minor friction does not remove the tension. It simply traps it inside, turning the relationship into a pressure cooker that is destined to fail. The breaking point usually arrives on a day when Alex is already exhausted. They walk into the room, see that one final towel on the chair, and the silence finally ends. The argument quickly absorbs months of built-up frustration. The laundry is simply the point where the tolerance finally tears through the floor. This single fight becomes a dumping ground for every unsaid hurt and every quiet sacrifice Alex has made for years. The suppressed resentment pours out all at once. Jamie is completely blindsided. They cannot connect a simple piece of laundry to such an intense outburst because they were never told about the years of silent suffering that preceded it. Meticulously maintaining a fear-based peace does not protect the relationship. It guarantees a future conflict that will be far more destructive because it includes everything that was never said. What started as a simple, fixable habit was allowed to grow until it became a weight that broke the relationship. Alex's initial motivation was to avoid a moment of Jamie's anger, yet that very fear became the mechanism that dismantled their mutual respect and intimacy. Genuine stability is not found in the absence of conflict. It requires the courage to face small problems honestly in the present, rather than inviting a total collapse in the future.